welcome everyone back to the dumbass class, the detention cell edition, with me, Hannes. Now, I had just done some sorting out, shall we say. I handed in a quest and it was very boring, dull, so I decided to move on. And then this happened, so here we go. What event awaits us this time?
You spy a hunched human figure in the blurry reddish haze. The stranger is slowly wandering along the side of the road, pushing a supermarket shopping cart in front of him.
Hello there!
Coming alongside the traveller, you look at his face and you see that he is quite old. His worn black uniform is covered with dust. He looks like he's been on the road for 100 years. In his shopping cart is covered with ragged containers. Shopping cart covered with rags. Containers is a backpack and a couple of machine guns, and a few cans of off-trail cans with torn off labels. You walk side by side in silence for a while. The old man reaches up and points at something in the direction of the haze. Over that hill, there, is where they wanted to build the highway, right up to Nashville. Well, before all this happened, I thought, why build a whole highway? Those fucking pricks definitely knew something. His hoarse voice trembles.
Okay. Bit odd.
The old man stares reminiscently about how he came to the dome in 72. You examine him out of the corner of your eye. He looks ragged and exhausted, but still rather sturdy. His sleeves are rolled up and you see faded tattoos on his arms. Daggers, mermaid stars. The old man is wearing a black uniform. It's ancient, but still in one piece. Listen to his story.
Listen on, yes. Yes, listen on, I suppose, to the ramblings of this old man, and maybe you'll give me a gun, I don't know.
October, yeah, must have been October. Then they sent us south to a site that didn't even have a name. They didn't tell us anything. They just ordered us to set up a perimeter and shoot to kill. The old man pauses for a moment, clears his throat. Well, I mean, you know what to shoot, right?
I'm currently looking at my benevolent overlord, wondering what the fuck accent is he actually doing, and he's looking at me with a bemused face like I don't know. Come on, man, get to it. You're meant to be the professional here, not I.
The old man lights up a cigarette. But nobody went out there. We almost went nuts. So boring it were. A year at that point, just staring into the void. What were we guarding, and who for? He exhales a stream of smoke. So I'm standing there, and I see someone walking in the distance. I couldn't make it out. The air is so hot, and it's all so hazy, right?
Again, my overlord, you have swapped again.
Quiet, Hannes. Right. Anyway, it definitely wasn't no human. Maybe a robot. A forefather. Who the fuck knows? But it sure weren't no man. I'm telling you that much.
Right, okay. Right, I get you now.
The black smokes the cigarette all the way down to the filter, then tosses it in the sand. It just stood there, staring at me. I wasn't about to start shooting. The asshole who wrote that instruction. Let that asshole who wrote the instruction do the shooting, if you ask me. The commander never found out about it, and nobody else did either. The old man, you nod, the old man understands the gesture in his own way. He frowns, clenching the handle of his rickety shopping cart. Oh, I see. Why am I telling you all this anyway? You ain't listening to a fucking word I'm saying. You just nod along, okay, smart guy. What's the name of my base?
Well, it was Meg. Fuck. Oh,
Megagallon. That's right. Definitely the Megagallon. The old man mumbles, but he's clearly pleased. The traveller looks at you, and you suddenly realise that he isn't actually all that ancient. The desert has aged him permanently. So, the Megagallon, and where did they send us?
South. South?
The old man stares at you thoughtfully. You see tears in his eyes. Could it be from the wind or the sand? I hated down south ever since. Care for a drink? I've got some right here. He pulls out a flask out of his breast pocket, takes a sip and offers it.
Fine, why not? The last time I had a drink, it made me drunk forever, so why not?
The drink has a slightly creamy aroma and a bright, sweet taste. It must be some kind of liqueur. It's strong as hell. You take a sip and screw up your eyes. You have to catch your breath. The black chuckles and puts the flask back in his pocket. The road leads you to an abandoned parking lot. Grass is growing through the cracks in the asphalt. A something or other minibus with broken windows is decomposing by the exit. The old man puts a hand on your shoulder. Well, thanks for the company. I'm heading right.
Right. Right. I'm going to go charisma.
As you chat, you ask the traveller how he's managed to stay alive for so long in the desert. The man chuckles, gives you a couple of tips, and sums up his speech with a simple something conclusion. And the most important thing is to keep your eye peeled for your fucking trap shut. What's to live by? Say your goodbyes. You shake your changed travelling companion's hand, and he walks away without saying another word. You watch him go into the... You watch him go until the hunched figure disappears into the distance. You can still hear the shopping cart cracking, but the sound grows quieter and quieter.
Oh, well, that was marvellous, I suppose. Did I get anything from that? I was hoping he would be like, oh yes, Hannes, my good friend, you go this way and you go that way, and that brings you to the fountain of youth, and then all is right in the world. But no. Nope. Well, isn't that just bloody great? Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. Ooh, that's quite nice. I could do with more carrying weight. So all I need to... Hang on, Ghost. So all I need to do is get to 40 survival. Is it doable? It is, but it's not exactly what I want to do. I do truly wish it would tell you how many days had actually passed, but, you know. Oh no. I'm gonna try and get past, I think. Ooh, I'm very lucky today. Move on through. Don't let it stop you. The picnic zone. Hopefully this won't take too long. Yes. Did you want Hannes? No, good. What? No, stop it. Right, let's see if there's anything to buy. I doubt it. For God. Yes, I'm with the project. Have you got the items?
Well, you help Picnic, and Picnic will help you. I'm sure that this should work. This well. She rumbles through her pockets. Takes out a handful of... Takes a small bundle out of her pockets. Soft to the touch. Here, take it. This will be enough for the emulator to function for a couple of years. Anything else?
What do you have? What do you have? Show me, your fuck's sake. Nothing. Nothing is what you have. No one in this accursed world has any goodies to say. You are better off just not carrying equipment. Just don't take anything. No one wants to buy anything from you. Because none of them have any money. The pains... I'll take another one, actually. The pains I have to go... Give me another one, you fine. Oh, well, great. Give me 3 then. But you don't have any money. Fine. Fine. I will give you. There. You now have some money. Be grateful. Well, it's kind of crappy, isn't it? Come all this way. Let's have some beans. Why not? Some beans and some water, I suppose. That should do it. Reload the weapon. I just noticed that. That could have been disastrous. Also, I'd like to save it because, you know, paranoia and all those good things. A lot of evil in the wasteland. A lot of evil. I should know because I'm in it. Right, so. Where to first? I guess we should do the station and then move on down. Or do we go to the furthest away and move up? How many supplies do I have? Can I last a particularly long time out in the waste? I should be okay. Water is a little bit low. Fine, we'll go to the furthest one away. It makes sense, because then we're forever getting closer. Ah, fuck.
A strong gust of wind brings you a suspicious sound, either a squeak or a strange metal rattle. You are deep in the desert, and this sound can be made by anything.
Okay, go on.
The sound is very near, and soon you see its source, a small robot stuck among the stones. Its body is covered with dents, the sensors are broken, but the route block is obviously still alive. The robot is persistently trying to go somewhere.
Yeah, let me have a look at you first.
The body of the machine is badly damaged. On crumpled panels you notice traces of numerous blows, bullet holes and even spots of paint. As if someone was firing at the robot with a paintball gun.
Oh, I'm going to regret this.
Although the device is badly damaged, you have a repair kit for fixing robots that can be used to fix even heavy damage. During the repair process, you find out who the robot belongs to. By connecting your Cronus to the device's system, you learn that the drone was heading to Carmine Heights. You leave a small message to the owner of the robot in the hopes that they will appreciate your kindness.
Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, I don't know if that was good, bad, or somewhere in between. I mean, did I lose my repair kit? I don't think so. Kind of makes it a bit sad that I have multiples of these fucking things, but never mind, you know. This stuff happens when you're a loot whore, as I am. Oh, fuck.
The fog is unexpectedly thick for a desert. Some naked branches appear through it. Leaves rustle underfoot with some metal sounds. Crooked black trees surround a narrow path that goes downhill.
Oh well, suppose let's have a look. Oh fuck.
As you come down the slippery and wet path, you find yourself on the shore of some small and dark lake. Nothing reflects in the water that froze motionlessly. It resembles a dark mirror covered with mist. The shores are covered with fog, and it's even thicker than that one above. Your feet sink in wet, dark sands. There's so quiet. It's so quiet here that you feel uneasy.
Okay. Let's have a look at this lake.
As you look at the black spot of the deep end, you notice as if the fog around the lake disappeared a little and silhouettes of trees and branches become more distant. But the longer you look into the deep corner, the stranger this weird sinking feeling becomes inside yourself. An old cave, an old canvas bag hangs on branches that blow to the water. You're out of luck. The decaying straps tear as soon as you touch it. The bag falls deep into the water heavily. It drifts on the surface for a few seconds, but then it suddenly goes to the bottom, as if someone dragged it to its depths. You listen to your senses and realize with satisfaction that you're okay. You look at the deepest end in the very center of the lake, being all eyes. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice the fog on the shore begins to get paler and dissolve. The edge of the black spot barely moves. Some transparent, glassy bubbles come up to the very surface out of its depths. There are floating air currents generated by something enormous that slowly shifts in the deep. If light could be black, you could swear you see an intense black glow out of the depths of the water. Something enormous, waddling like a jellyfish, slowly comes up from the bottom and freezes on the edge of the dark and the light that comes from into the lake. This is scary as hell, but you hold up, clinging to the rest of your sanity.
Oh well, I didn't need that anyway, did I?
Some greenish glowing wanders under the surface of the lake that's glassy and black at once, and an enormous eye with a blurry pupil that looks at you being perfectly still. This pupil is like a gun pointed to your face. Black on black. It's hard to say how much time has passed before you come together. Finally, when you thoughtfully avert your gaze, your legs tremble, and you're ready to drop. You look around, the fog has almost dissolved, and the path is looming on the hill right behind your back. Go back up the path. You find your way to the path and go away quickly, trying not to look back.
Oh well, that was fucking weird. Very well. It's a little sad that Hannes is not the luckiest orange wing in the dome, but maybe somewhere a luck build will be made. Oh fuck, another one. Run away! Ah, excellent. Excellent. How thirsty, oh dear. Okay. Eat a pot noodle. Hang on. Drink a coffee as well, because I'm getting a little tired. Oh, actually, have an egg. Yes, an egg. Glorious. Also, I don't know what could be over here. I might die. Let's be safe, shall we? The mirror. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Okay. No, I'm going to be an arsehole. I've just seen the time. So yes. If you want to find out what is at the mirror, then you'll have to join me next time to continue our little adventure under the dome. So yes, I certainly hope you've enjoyed our little jaunt with me, Hannes, the most glorious being under this, well, now shattered dome, but anyway. So yes, if you have enjoyed, please do like, subscribe, comment, all that good nonsense. And always remember that I am Hannes. I don't know where I was going with that, but yes, take care everyone, and as always, do remember, when you hear the bumping and creaking of the wind, that is actually me clinging onto your windows, trying to look in. Take care, everyone. See you next time.